So in order to address the growing pre-literacy support need that we've seen in a lot of our incoming students recently, we've been putting together a couple series of asynchronous phonics instruction videos, so very basics of the English language and how it sounds, and sound to symbol and letter correspondences for students who may not even be literate in their first language. Unfortunately, the resources for a home literacy, or not home literacy, but a home language literacy program we don't have those resources, so basic English instruction is what we can produce currently. This also is to help with the need of, we have a really long waiting list, and so sometimes students come to us and say, can I get English from my mother? She's never, gone to school, but she wants to learn. And we have to say, well, we, have wait lists that are 3 or 4 months long, and then sometimes they can't even test into our level 1 because they're lacking the basic instruction. So ideally, these asynchronous videos will give students listening practice, familiarity with vocabulary, letters, vowels especially, counting syllables, so becoming familiar with words, how to manipulate words and their constituent parts. This introduction video specifically is for a facilitator or a family member who may be better at English. Again, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me at Catholic Charities Harrisburg. So moving on, I'm just going to give a demonstration of what each video will look like. Ideally, each number will have a short video on its pronunciation, the vowels, and how many syllables it is, using it in 2 different sentences. So each video I will count 1 to 20, and once, and then the second time I will count slower for the student to repeat after me if they would like. I'm not going to do this and expect a response. Sometimes I will do that, and you can encourage the student to repeat, but I also can't make them repeat, so I can't make you make them repeat. So it's no skin off my back if they don't, because I won't know, but I will say you get out what you put into it. So anyways, so counting. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And again, I'll go slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So again, that's just so students can hear the numbers in sequential order. Maybe I'll change it up and go backwards one day. But also just because 11 and 12 are crazy and don't fit into any pattern, so that's why I did numbers 1 through 20, not necessarily 1 through 10, and then the teens are kind of different than the 21, 22, 23, 31, 32, 33 pattern. So maybe there will be other videos going past 20 one of these days, but we will see. So again, so if this is from the top, we would do the counting, and then we'd move on to, and so this is more of the I say, this is moving on to the I say, you say. So I say, you say. And then the repeat, repeat. So some common hand motions. So we'll start with 0. 0. I say 0. You say 0. 0. Zero. Good. I trust that you did very well. We're going to count the sounds in 0 together. First, I say 0. You say 0. So you ask them to repeat it at the beginning of this drill so you know they heard it right. So it looks like 0. Good. 0. Z, E, O. 0. Again. 0. Z, E, O. 0. What vowels do you hear? What vowels do you hear? E and O. 0. 0. So we hear long E, Z, E, long E, 0, O, long O, long O. So it's important to differentiate between long and short vowels for helping with spelling patterns down the road. So if your student's not familiar with long and short vowels, then we'll have videos. You can refer to the phonics playlists for instruction or take a whack at it yourself. I'm sure you're very capable. And then how many syllables? How many syllables? How many syllables is 0? How many syllables is 0? 0. 0. 0. How many syllables is 0? 0. 0. Good. So, and then I will say that it is important to be able to break a word down into constituent syllables, just because if a student sees a big word, they could get overwhelmed, but if they know how to break it down into manageable chunks, it can just be like spelling a bunch of little words in a row. So that's a good management tactic strategy for spelling and sounding words out. And then we'll have 2 example sentences. I have 0 apples. No apples. I have 0 apples. That is true at this moment. There are 0 apples in my kitchen. I am 0 years old. I am 0 years old. So I'm a baby. Not really, but just for pretend, to use the word in a sentence with different verbs and then also with different subjects as we go on. So 0. I'll repeat the word one last time. 0. And then we will also have some writing practice. I do not have my document camera with me, but that is also something that will be demonstrated very quickly towards the end. And so hopefully that is all you need to get started or get your students started in the counting and number words section of the literacy unit. Thank you.